As long as he eats the 10 dishes placed on the old man's corpse, he can inherit his trillion-dollar fortune. The poor young man could no longer resist the temptation of money, and he could not endure his impoverished life any longer. He paired the dishes with premium drinks, devouring the meals delivered by the servants, completely ignoring the flies attracted by the old man's rotting body. After drinking too much, Rick became dazed. The butler Merlin handed him a card, telling him to read the words on it to complete the process. The card read, "For your peace I have taken on all your sins." After signing the contract, the trillionaire's entire fortune now belonged to Rick. With his newfound wealth, Rick lounged on the sofa watching TV. Suddenly the lamp behind him fell to the ground. Rick looked down and saw a rope next to him. Following the rope, he found a man's face behind the sofa, bound in iron chains, groaning in pain and glaring at him with hatred. Terrified, Rick ran upstairs. Seeing Rick's disoriented state, Merlin told him the story of the trillionaire's past. The billionaire came from a humble background. With his origins, it was impossible for him to build a trillion-dollar empire. The billionaire's wealth was gained by devouring the sins of others. He consumed food taken from others to acquire wealth. The sins Rick was now burdened with were not only the billionaire's, but also those inherited from others before him. The only way to rid himself of these sins was to find a new sin eater. Meanwhile, Rick's old friend Jerry called for help. Jerry had accumulated massive debts and wanted to borrow money from Rick to pay them off. Hearing Jerry's plea, Merlin suggested that Rick realized he was not suited for this life. Only someone like Jerry, a veteran, could bear the weight of wealth and its burdens. Rick decided to transfer all his assets to Jerry. The condition was that Jerry had to eat the food placed on Rick's body and sign the contract. Although Jerry found it hard to believe, he agreed on the spot.